Hello dear students, welcome to another very important topic of geography today, that is the interior of earth. We will see what is there in the interior of earth. Earth's interior can be divided into three parts. One is the crust, second one is the mantle, and third one is the core, which is the inner part. And first we will see what is crust. It is the outermost layer of the earth, and it is thin as compared to that of the other layers, and it ranges from 5 kilometer to 50 kilometer. And there are two types of crust. One is continental crust, second one is the oceanic crust. The crust below the continents are the continental crust, and these are the thicker and less dense crusts as compared to that of the oceanic crust. The oceanic crust are thinner and are more dense, and the crust is made of solid rocks, and the boundary between the upper crust and the lower crust, that is the oceanic crust and the continental crust, is termed as the corner boundary. And we will also come across the two terms, that is the sial and the sima, while studying about the crust. What is the sial? It is the continental crust, that is the upper part of the crust, upper crust, and it is made up of silicate and aluminum. That's why it is called as the sial. And what is sima? It is the oceanic crust and the lower crust, and it is made up of silicate and magnesium. That's why it is called as sima. And this is all about the crust. Now we will see what is the mantle. It is also divided into two parts. One is upper mantle, second one is the lower mantle, and it is located below the crust. It extends about the 2900 kilometer deep, and it is composed mainly of the silicate rocks, which is rich in magnesium and iron. And the upper part of the mantle is partially molten. That's why it is responsible for the tectonic plate movement. What is tectonic plate movement? The movement of tectonic plate, for which there is occurrence of the volcanic eruption uh, or the earthquake, and the formation of the mountains, the oceans, uh, due to the moment of tectonic plate. All this happens, and the upper part of the mantle is partially molten. That's why the moment of tectonic plate takes place, and the lower mantle is more solid than the upper mantle. Then comes the core, which is the innermost layer of the earth, and the core is the hottest layer of the earth, and it is divided into also two parts. One is the outer core, second one is the inner core. The outer core is liquid, and it composed of the iron and nickel, and that's why it is called as the Nife. For nickel and Fe for iron, and that's why it is called as the Nife. And the inner core of the is solid due to the immense pressure. Despite of extremely high temperature, the inner core is solid as the pressure is more there, and the pressure of large quantities of iron, sorry, the presence of large quantities of iron in the core is responsible for Earth's gravitational force. As there are large quantities of iron and nickel present in the core, that's why there is the gravitational force of Earth. And also it generates the magnetic field. How? As the Earth rotates on its own axis, the liquid outer core spins over the solid inner core, and which generates the Earth's magnetic field. So the core is responsible for the generation of magnetic field as well as the gravitational force of the Earth, and it is the innermost layer of the Earth. So that's all about the crust, the mantle, and the core of the Earth. And this is all for today. We will discuss about the rocks, the soils in my next videos. Thank you.